Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading, your weekly tarot reading even. I hope all is well with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's lovely to have you back. So we'll start with some Healing Light tarot cards. We'll use these to find our general overview of what's happening with you this week, what your general energy is of the week and what you can expect from it moving forwards. Then we'll take a little bit of a deeper dive into things, looking at our past, our current energy, our future energy with the Lightseers Tarot deck. So, shall we begin? Don't forget, this is a general reading, so just take from it what you need, leave behind what you don't. Right, okay. 5 cards. The Fool. Interesting. The Queen of Pentacles. The Hierophant. The 6 of Swords. And the 10 of Cups. Okay, Pisces, looking like a very interesting week moving forwards. So the Fool, taking a leap of faith. I actually think this is more about knowing that the universe has got your back. If things are feeling a little bit difficult at the moment, if you feel like you've just sort of stepped off the edge of a precipice into something that could be maybe a little bit challenging, or things feel a little bit challenging, know that the universe has got your back. You know, it won't let you fall. Trust in the universe, I think, is the key for this week. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles she's the richest queen in the pack. She's confident, she's smart, she makes wise financial choices. But I like this one in this pack because she's pregnant in this pack and in this deck even. And for me, that feels like the beginning of something new. And I feel like that's what this is for you. I think there's a new beginning in the realm of the Pentacles for you. So whether that is within the realms of health, finances, something else tangible like work, relationships, your job or relationships, I think there's a new shift, a new beginning, a new start in the area of those pentacles. So we've got our next card is the Hierophant, and I feel like for you this week, this is all about, yes, things might not be as you expected them to be, or might not be how they usually are, but it's a blessing. Things might feel a little bit swirly. Things might not feel, think your routine might have been shaken. Just things might feel not as they should within your corner of the world right now. But it's it's meant to be. It's the way it's how it should be, and it's a blessing. It's going to be okay, basically. Then we've got the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is about mentally moving into a calmer, more peaceful, more serene state. Take that. That's a good one. And then we've got the 10 of Cups. Ending the week on the 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy, stability, love, family, security, everything in your little home space, however that looks for you. You having everything you need in that space, in that place this week. Right. Okay. Let's see what's been going on in the past. Let's see how the past is influencing our future. So what's been happening for you, Pisces? Right. We've got the 5 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles as our clarifier, the Chariot as our clarifier, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so in your recent past, or in your past, doesn't have to be recent. I keep saying recent, but in this case, it doesn't have to be. 5 of Swords, I think there's something on your mind. You've got something on your mind, something that's conflicting you, something that's causing unsettled energy within your head, within your mind. And, you know, he's got his hand on his head there. I think it's a bit of a headache. And it's something that maybe you need to release. That's something that isn't serving you, isn't serving any purpose. It's just maybe something somebody said, something that you've said that that you're hanging on to, some thoughts or something that's just in your head and you're holding on to it. You're holding on to it and it's not doing you any good. It needs to be released. It needs to be released so that the flow of energy can resume as normal, so that things can get back to normal, so that the energy can flow the way that it needs to, the way that the universe wants it to. Because while we are holding on to things, either energetically, physically or mentally, then things can't flow because it's blocked, because there's a stagnation within that energy. So in order for you to move forward, in order for things to start shifting, you need to release. And let that flow get back as it should. Whether that's happened, I don't know, but this is something that's been going on in the past, that need to release a certain way of thinking even. I'll say it like that. The Two of Swords. So there's been some conflicting choice that you've had to make, a fork in the road, a decision that's had to be made. That's a difficult one, that's one that maybe feels quite overwhelming, that maybe you don't want to look at too closely because it feels so overwhelming. Maybe you've been feeling a little rabbit in the headlights, because things are charging forwards, things are moving forwards, and I think that energy has really made you feel unable to make a decision, a little bit fight, flight or freeze. And I feel like this is freeze, where you're not able to make choices, where you're not able to move forwards, where you know you should be heading towards, moving forwards towards your destiny, towards where your intuition is pushing you, but you're in freeze mode. And it's difficult to jump either way because it just feels like too much. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. It's what you wish for yourself, your hopes, your dreams, where you want to be. And we've got that clarified with the Seven of Swords. And I think that to get to this, you need to do this. And this Seven of Swords is all about creating a strategy, creating a plan. And if you want to move towards your hopes, your dreams, the things that you want out of life for yourself, you've got to have a plan. I think moving forwards, it's all about having a plan for you and sticking to it, even if it's just baby steps every day, moving in the right direction. Don't forget that Fool card, taking a leap of faith. Know that the universe has got you. So, just I think that's really important to remember. And we don't always believe it, but it's true. It's true. Right. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. I just did a big old sneeze in one of my other readings. No, it's gone. Right, look at you. Okay. Sorry, I've dropped my cards all over the floor, so you're getting the pleasure of the top of my head. Apologies. Oh dear. Shocking shuffling alert. Don't forget, if you like the reading, Pisces, it'd be really lovely if you could let me know in the comments if it resonates with you. Even if you just want to put some emojis there. I love to see and to have a little look at your emoji things, your emoji comments, see what's happening with you in the form of an emoji. It'd be really lovely if you fancy subscribing. Don't forget to press that subscription button and the notification button. It's completely free. Right. So, Knight of Pentacles in our current energy. Queen of Wands. Eight of Swords. The Hanged Man. Six of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is all about taking baby steps forward. It's also about being cautious and careful with how you're moving forwards on a practical day-to-day basis. And maybe there's a little bit of that in your energy at the moment. Maybe there's a reason why you're having to be a little bit careful. Maybe you're having to be a bit careful with money. Maybe you're having to be a bit careful with your energy, with your health. But, you know, you're moving forwards. Maybe you're having to look at things from a slightly different perspective, from a slightly different way. You know, sometimes we've got to be a little bit creative, haven't we, with the way that we move forwards when we're reserving our energy, when we're reserving our cash, when we're reserving our stuff. We've got to think a little bit differently and be a little bit cautious. And I think that's literally where you're at the moment. And don't forget, we had that Queen of Pentacles, that shift, that newness, the newness of the way that abundance is being drawn to you. So I'm hoping that's going to come into play for you at some point soon within this as well. We've got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about moving forwards with confidence. And we've got the Six of Cups. And I think there's something related to the past, something related to family, something related to younger you that is maybe affecting your movement forwards. I feel like you want to move forwards, but I feel like there's something holding you back. And I think maybe that this is where the Hierophant card comes in. Remember when I said, you know, that things might feel a little bit tricky at the moment and things might not be working out the way that you want them to, but it's a bit of a blessing. I feel like there's the brakes are on for a reason. And I think it's family reasons. I think it's stuff. There's stuff going on in the background, and I think it's happening, unfolding as it should, despite the fact you really want to push forwards with that Queen of Wands energy. I think whatever's going on with you at the moment, and I do feel like for a lot of you it is money, health, in those sorts of realms, pentacle realms. I feel like it's causing you a lot of stress, and maybe that stress is doing a little bit of self-sabotaging because you're tying your brain up in knots with all different scenarios and creating different varied versions of actual reality, things that actually haven't come into play yet, things that you're imagining and you're expanding on the actual situation and turn it into something maybe it isn't. That's the Eight of Swords, and it's about self-sabotage, about tying yourself up in knots mentally and being in a prison of your own making. We've got the Ten of Pentacles there. The Ten of Pentacles is you having everything that you need in a material in a material way. So you're doing all this stress and all this mental stuff and creating stress for yourself. But actually, you've got everything that you need right now, Pisces. You've got everything that you need right now, and there's no need for you to create this version of events that actually is what is coulda, woulda, shoulda, isn't it? It's what may happen. This could happen, that could happen, that could happen, that could happen. Actually, none of those things might happen. It might just be this, and it's straightforward. Don't overthink things. You've got everything that you need right now in this current moment. You've got everything that you need right now, and things are going to shift, and things are unfolding exactly as they are meant to. Excuse me, let me just cough. Oh dear, that's annoying. Do apologise. Excuse me. Right. I think I've just been moving around in here. I think I've kicked up some dust. I need to get the hoover in here and do a little bit of spring cleaning, I think. Right. Okay. So we're moving forwards now. We're moving into this Six of Swords energy and this Ten of Cups energy, moving into calmer waters, moving into a better mental state of mind, moving into happiness and contentment. Right. Pisces, future energy. The Knight of Cups. We'll take that. The King of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. The Wheel. Okay. The Queen of Cups. the Five of Pentacles, and I'm going to go with another, that's the Devil. Excuse me. Right. Moving into the future, moving into your future energy, the Knight of Cups is taking steps. You are moving towards a happier place. You are actively deciding. You are actively moving forwards towards a happier space. And the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. It's fated. This is what's meant to happen. It's unfolding exactly as it needs to, and you know, you are moving towards a better place. You're moving towards happiness, that 10 of Cups. We've got the King of Wands. King of Wands is taking action, moving forward, even if it feels a little bit scary. Gather your courage, gather yourself together, and just move towards the things that you know are going to make you happy, the things that you want, the things that are going to bring you joy, satisfaction, passion. Bring your passion and your mojo back. Really strong movement forward energy, fiery energy, confident energy. So move forwards with confidence, even if it feels a little bit scary. And you go into it's future energy. You're going to do this. Queen of Cups, open your heart, be kind, be compassionate. Know that, you know, you're doing your best. Know that you are loved. Know that you are pretty amazing. Because I think moving forward, you're actually, I think there's a fear of this movement forwards, and I think you just need to give yourself a little bit of a break, and it's okay to have that. It's all right to feel fearful. It's okay to need to be brave, and I think you just need to give yourself a little bit of love, give yourself a little bit of nurturing. When things feel a little bit tricky, if things feel a bit overwhelming, a bit scary, just take a step back, sit down, have a cup of tea. That's what I always do. I love a brew. A biscuit with it is even better. But just take some time out for yourself, and just give yourself a little bit of a mental, physical hug. I think you just got to be kind to yourself moving forwards in this future energy. I think you're very hard on yourself, and I think things are shifting and things are turning. I think things are, like I say, things are working out and doing everything in their own good time and unfolding as they need to. And I'm hoping that you're going to start feeling mentally in a better place, because I feel like there's been a lot of overwhelming energy, a lot of rabbit in headlights energy, lots of breeze energy, and I think you're desperately wanting to move forward, and I think, you know, you've got to trust a little bit, trust that the universe has got you, that Fool card. Take that leap of faith. Right, we've got our next cards. We've got the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about working together, collaborating with others, working as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. And I think moving forwards, you are going to need your team, whoever that may be. Sorry, that always makes me think of Tom Jones and the English version of The Voice. I don't know whether you watched that. I want you on my team. And I think you've got to say that to a few other people. You want them on your team. In a Welsh accent, obviously. And I think to move forward, you're really going to need some help and support from other people. Other people have got other skills that you've not got. And I think moving towards your happiness, moving towards whatever it is that you have got going on, you're going to need other people. We've got that Five of Pentacles there. Five of Pentacles, it's about lack. It's about perceived lack. Excuse me, I've got a runny nose. Perceived lack. And I think it's about looking for help and support. You may feel like you've not got what you need, but there are people who can help you. There's some help and there's some support. And I think that's what, you know, I think you need to open up to that. Open up to the fact that other people can help you, will help you, are there to bring their skills to the party if you don't have any. We've got the Devil there, the Devil card, and that's a bit of a clarifier for that. So I think it's coming out of that sort of lower vibrational energy, maybe energy that you know, negative thinking, self-sabotaging behaviour, just like lower vibrational emotions, just trying to shift yourself out of that, because I think if you can take a step to the side and try and lift your vibration and allow others in to help and support you, then you're going to be able to accomplish what it is that you would like to accomplish, whatever projects, whatever things are going on with you. You know, we're all moving towards something, aren't we? And this for you, I think, you know, maybe it's a house move, maybe it's a job move, maybe it's a new relationship, whatever. There's you're going to need more than you moving forwards, and I think you just got to open yourself up to be accepting of that. So, Pisces, I'm going to leave it at that. Trust the universe has got your back. Everything's unfolding as it is meant to. And yeah, look after yourself. It'll all be fine. You know, if you're feeling a little bit fight, flight or freeze, just get out into nature, get out into the garden, go and get on your yoga mat, whatever it is that makes you feel more connected and more grounded, because I think that's the key. Get yourself grounded and things are going to feel a hell of a lot better. Right, you look after yourself, take care, stay rooted, stay magical, stay open, and I will see you again, hopefully next week. Because these readings are going to come out for you. It's every Friday. So I'll see you again then, and look after yourself.